Welcome to the Covert Investigation channel. Here I have another story for you, which I do hope you will enjoy. I would also like to thank you for your interest in my channel, as it's very much appreciated. And if you like the story, could you please like and ring the bell, as it helps the channel to grow. Thank you once again, and here's hoping you like the story. The Hauntings of Hampton Court, best known as the residence of notorious serial marrier King Henry VIII. Hampton Court Palace in Surrey has long been considered one of the most haunted stately homes in England. With a penchant for divorcing and beheading wives who didn't quite live up to his high standards, there could indeed be good reason for miffed spirits to hang around. Many people believe at least 2 of Henry's ex-wives haunt the palace, and plenty of witnesses have come forward to back this up. A pale and sad-looking ghostly figure carrying a lighted taper is said to be Jane Seymour, Henry's 3rd wife, who died shortly after giving birth to his son, who became the boy King Edward VI. The pale figure has been seen numerous times on the Silver Stick Stairs, which once led to the room in which Jane Seymour gave birth and died on the anniversary of Edward's birth. In the 1920s, an enterprising caretaker supposedly took photographs of her ghost and sold them to tourists. The ghost of Henry's 5th wife, Catherine Howard, whom he had beheaded for alleged adultery and treason, is seen even more often and is allegedly far more vocal. So the story goes. Catherine was arrested at Hampton Court Palace, but was able to break away from the guards, running down what is now referred to as the Haunted Gallery and screaming out to Henry for mercy. The guards recaptured her, and she never saw the king again. She was executed at the Tower of London, aged only 19. Sightings of her heartbroken, anguished ghost, repeating her desperate pleas through the gallery, have regularly been reported. Besides the lingering distress of Henry's wives, there has been much talk of a ghostly Grey Lady, whom many believe to be Sybil Penn, nurse to Elizabeth I and Edward VI. As a loyal family servant, when she caught smallpox from Elizabeth and died as a result, she was buried in the nearby church. Following church renovations, her tomb was disturbed in 1829. After this, the sightings began of a Grey Lady walking the corridors of the state apartments and clock court inside the palace. Around 1871, a palace resident complained of a constant banging and knocking on her walls, but no one believed her. Not long after, 2 male skeletons were discovered in shallow graves close to her apartment. Once the bodies were given a proper burial, the racket stopped, much to the residents' relief. One theory is these unfortunates were murdered during the Civil Wars, buried in unmarked graves and concealed when the Baroque palace was built on top of them by Sir Christopher Wren in 1689. In October 2003, someone or something made a remarkable entrance at the palace. A set of fire doors were flung open on 3 consecutive days, and on the 2nd day a ghostly figure, dressed in a hooded robe, emerged before closing the doors again. The appearance was clearly captured on CCTV and can be viewed online. Security staff were both spooked and baffled at the appearance and remain so to this day, with no explanation as to who it was or how it occurred.
Hi. I hope you have enjoyed the video so far. For the remainder of the video, let's view the exterior and interior of the palace, including the sheer beauty of the garden at Hampton Court Palace.
Welcome back. If you liked the story and would like some more, could you please subscribe, like, and ring the bell, as there will be more stories to come. And once again, thank you for your interest in my channel. It's very much appreciated.